Good evening. Let's talk about your job. You know the one. The daily commute, the lukewarm coffee, the endless cycle of emails. That thing you spend 8 hours a day, 5 days a week doing. 47 weeks a year. 40 years of your life. All while counting down the minutes, dreaming of the weekend, and maybe, just maybe, wondering if there's something more. Wondering if the tasks you perform could be done better, faster, more efficiently. Well, there's a new coworker on the scene, and it's a real go-getter. It doesn't take coffee breaks. It doesn't gossip by the water cooler. It never calls in sick, never asks for a vacation, and it certainly doesn't complain about Susan from accounting. In fact, it can do Susan's entire job in about 12 seconds. This new hire works 24/7, without overtime pay. It learns a new skill instantly and never forgets. It doesn't have a family to get home to, or hobbies or bad days. It just works. It's artificial intelligence, or AI. And if you think it's just a concept from a movie, you're already behind. It's not just coming for your job. In many ways, it's already woven into the fabric of your life. It's the algorithm that suggests what movie to watch next. It's the smart assistant on your phone that maps the quickest route through traffic. It's the silent guardian in your inbox, filtering out spam. And now, it's punching the clock. It's not just redecorating the office or changing the Wi-Fi password. This isn't a far-off sci-fi story with clunky robots. This is happening right now, May 24th, 2024. AI is quietly, and sometimes loudly, rewriting the very rules of the job market, and the ink is still wet. You've seen the headlines, haven't you? They flash across your screen, designed to grab your attention and stoke a little bit of fear. They're always accompanied by the same imagery. The sleek blue-lit robot arm moving with unnerving precision. The human brain reimagined as a web of glowing circuits and flowing data. And those bold, terrifying declarations. AI to replace millions of jobs. The robots are coming for white-collar work. Will a robot steal your paycheck? It's enough to make you want to unplug your Alexa, throw a blanket over your smart TV, and maybe hide the toaster just in case. It taps into a primal fear. The fear of being made obsolete. And let's be clear, there's a reason for the panic. This isn't baseless paranoia. Companies big and small are already using AI to automate work that humans used to do. Just look at the recent layoffs at companies like Fiverr, directly attributed to AI-driven changes in the marketplace. This trend is accelerating, reshaping careers faster than any technological shift before it. The first to go, repetitive, predictable tasks. Think of it this way. If your job can be mapped out as a simple flowchart, an algorithm is not just being built to replace it, it's likely already been deployed. And we're not just talking about factory work anymore. That was the last revolution. This one is coming for the office. Data entry. AI can scan, read, and categorize thousands of documents in the time it takes you to read one. Basic customer service. Chatbots can handle 80% of inquiries instantly, 24/7. Even creative fields aren't immune. Basic content creation, from marketing copy to social media updates, can now be generated at the click of a button. The machines are learning, and they are learning incredibly fast. But this isn't a simple humans versus machines tale. The reality is far more nuanced. It's messy, confusing, and deeply personal. Think less of a hostile takeover, and more of a massive corporate merger you never voted for. Suddenly, the org chart is completely different. New departments with titles that didn't exist 5 years ago are appearing overnight. AI ethics and governance, prompt engineering, machine learning operations. At the same time, old familiar departments are shrinking, their functions absorbed by automated systems, and everyone from the intern to the CEO is attending mandatory training on skills that feel completely alien. But here's the crucial part of the story that the scary headlines miss. It's not just about losing jobs. It's about the creation of entirely new ones. Who trains the AI? Who designs the prompts that guide it? Who ensures its outputs are ethical and unbiased? These are the jobs of tomorrow, and they're being created today. It's also about the evolution of existing roles. The graphic designer now becomes an art director for an AI, guiding it to generate a dozen concepts in minutes. The financial analyst uses AI to process a decade of market data, freeing them to focus on high-level strategy. This is a fundamental change in the skills society values. rote memorization is out. Critical thinking, creativity, emotional intelligence, and most importantly, the ability to collaborate with these new intelligent tools are in. It's a revolution, and it's happening right now, whether we're ready or not. So the big question on everyone's mind is, with all this talk of an AI revolution, what does it actually mean for my job? One day you read a headline proclaiming a new era of unprecedented productivity and creativity, and the next, it's a doomsday prediction about mass unemployment. It's enough to make you wonder, should I be updating my resume and learning how to code in binary? The answer is a classic and deeply unsatisfying yes and no, which is incredibly unhelpful, I know. But the reality of this technological shift is far more nuanced than a simple thumbs up or thumbs down. The truth is, the impact of AI isn't a single giant tidal wave set to wipe out the entire job market in one go. Thinking of it that way is both terrifying and inaccurate. It's more like a series of complex, overlapping weather patterns sweeping across the globe. Some industries will experience the equivalent of gentle spring showers, light enhancements that make work easier and more productive. Others are bracing for a tropical storm, with significant disruption that requires new tools and new skills to navigate. And yes, for some specific roles, it's a Category 5 hurricane. The key isn't to build a bunker and hide, it's to become a meteorologist of your own career, to understand which way the wind is blowing and how to prepare for the forecast ahead. And this isn't the first time we've faced this kind of atmospheric shift. Think of the switchboard operator, a once essential job that vanished with new technology. But then came the network engineer, a role no one could have imagined. History shows that for every job that becomes automated, a new one seems to pop up that sounds like it was invented 5 minutes ago. We're now seeing job postings for prompt engineers, whose entire job is to have creative conversations with AI or AI ethicists, who are hired to make sure these powerful systems don't go off the rails. Let's look at these new opportunities first, because they sound genuinely wild. We're seeing a boom in careers that, until recently, were confined to the pages of science fiction. Take neurotechnology. We're talking about creating systems that allow people with paralysis to control robotic limbs with their thoughts. Then there's synthetic biology, where scientists program DNA like computer code to engineer bacteria that can consume plastic waste or grow self-healing fabrics. And of course, there's quantum computing. It's a field so mind-bendingly complex, it harnesses the strange rules of quantum physics to solve problems that would take today's supercomputers millions of years, like discovering new drugs or creating unbreakable encryption. These are not just niche roles. They are becoming high-demand professions for people with the right, very specific set of skills. Of course, let's be realistic. Not everyone is going to go back to school to become a quantum physicist. And thankfully, you don't have to. The biggest impact of AI is happening right in the middle of the industries we see every day. AI is dramatically changing sectors that have been around for decades, augmenting jobs rather than just creating brand new ones. Take healthcare. AI is now helping doctors predict diseases before symptoms even appear by analyzing millions of patient records to spot hidden patterns. It's analyzing medical images with a level of accuracy that can surpass the human eye, catching anomalies that might otherwise be missed. This creates a need for predictive analytics specialists and health informatics experts. Or look at finance, where AI algorithms detect fraud and execute trades in microseconds. It's not about replacing doctors or financial advisors. It's about giving them superpowers, automating the tedious work so they can focus on what humans do best, connecting with people and making critical, nuanced decisions. Which frankly sounds both amazing and slightly terrifying. The bottom line is this: the future of your career isn't about outsmarting a robot. The question is no longer man versus machine. It's man-machine. It's about figuring out how to work alongside it. As this collaboration becomes the new normal, the job market is clearly splitting into two main lanes. Lane 1. Creators and maintainers of these AI systems, the engineers, data scientists, and AI specialists building this new world. Lane 2. People whose jobs are enhanced by AI. These are the professionals using it as a tool to become better strategists, creators, and problem solvers. Think of a marketing manager using AI to predict trends, or a lawyer using it to sift through thousands of legal documents. They leverage AI to reach new heights of creativity and efficiency. The one place you don't want to be is stranded in the median strip between these two lanes, doing a routine job that an algorithm can learn in an afternoon. This isn't just the assembly line, it's any job defined by predictable, repeatable tasks. If a significant part of your job can be mapped out in a simple flowchart, it's in the danger zone. This requires an honest and sometimes uncomfortable look at our own roles. We have to ask, what parts of my job require critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and creative problem solving? And what parts are just routine? So, how do you make sure you merge safely into one of those fast lanes and avoid getting stuck? How do you future-proof your career in this rapidly changing landscape? Over the next few minutes, we're going to dive into exactly that. We'll break down the specific skills that are becoming obsolete, identify the new power skills that are in high demand across all industries, and explore practical, actionable steps you can start taking today to prepare for the future of work, no matter where you are in your career. All right, let's start with the most obvious new career path, the one that's causing this whole ruckus in the first place. You've seen the headlines, the breathless news reports, the multi-billion-dollar valuations appearing overnight. This isn't just a new trend, it's a seismic shift. I'm talking about the jobs at the very epicenter of this earthquake, the roles directly in the field of artificial intelligence and machine learning. This is the modern-day gold rush, a frantic scramble for digital territory. But instead of pickaxes and pans, today's prospectors are armed with high-powered laptops and data sets so massive they're measured in petabytes. The gold they're mining isn't a shiny metal, it's intelligence itself. The ability to predict, to create, and to automate on a scale never before imagined. The demand for AI engineers and machine learning specialists hasn't just grown, it has absolutely exploded, creating a talent vacuum that companies are desperate to fill. These are the master builders of the 21st century. They are the ones who architect the neural networks, writing the complex code in languages like Python using frameworks like TensorFlow and PyTorch. They don't just build the models, they train them. This involves feeding them colossal amounts of curated data, a process that can take days or even weeks on sprawling server farms packed with powerful GPUs. And once a model is trained, their work is far from over. They then meticulously fine-tune these algorithms, tweaking thousands of parameters to squeeze out every last drop of performance. It's this painstaking work that powers the systems now woven into the fabric of our lives, deciding what movie you should watch, who gets approved for a loan, or which resumes even get seen by a human recruiter. It's a field evolving so rapidly that university curricula are often outdated by the time students graduate. The demand is so intense that companies are poaching talent directly from academia. And let's be clear, these aren't your old-school IT guys who come to your desk to fix your printer. AI developers are the architects and civil engineers of this new intelligent world. They design the foundational structures, the complex systems that can learn, adapt, and make autonomous decisions. Think of them as digital sculptors, but their medium isn't clay or marble. They're shaping raw data and logic, using intricate neural networks and elegant Python code to create something that can perceive, reason, and act. And right alongside them are the data scientists, the often unsung heroes of the AI age. If AI engineers are the engine builders, data scientists are the master refiners who provide the high-octane fuel. They are the explorers who venture into chaotic, unstructured mountains of data. Your clicks, your likes, your GPS locations, your late-night food orders, sensor readings from a factory floor, and find the hidden signals within the noise. Their job starts with a process called data wrangling, cleaning and structuring messy information to make it usable. Then, they become detectives. They use statistical analysis and visualization tools to uncover subtle patterns and correlations. The crime isn't just, why didn't this person buy the extended warranty? It's, what sequence of online behaviors predicts a customer is about to switch to a competitor? Or can we identify early signs of equipment failure from vibration data? The evidence isn't just a spreadsheet with a billion rows, it's a tangled web of interconnected databases, and their job is to find the golden thread. But building a powerful model is only half the battle. Then you have the critical field of MLOps, or machine learning operations. Think of it as the mission control for AI. Because once you build a fancy, world-changing algorithm, someone has to deploy it into the real world and make sure it doesn't, go rogue. An AI model isn't a static piece of software. It can suffer from model drift, where its accuracy degrades over time as the world changes. The MLOps engineers are the guardians against this decay. They build automated pipelines to continuously monitor the AI's performance, checking for drops in accuracy, increases in bias, or unexpected behavior. They are the mechanics and operators of the AI engine, ensuring it runs smoothly, ethically, and effectively. They troubleshoot when a language model starts giving bizarre, nonsensical answers, a phenomenon known as hallucination, or when a recommendation engine develops a weird obsession with pictures of cats because of a quirk in its training data. It's a brand new kind of tech support for a brand new kind of technology. Beyond these core technical roles, the ecosystem is blossoming with a staggering variety of specializations. You have AI ethicists, a role that's part philosopher, part sociologist, and part data scientist. Their job is to ask the hard questions and prevent these powerful systems from becoming biased or discriminatory. They analyze models to ensure a hiring AI isn't unfairly penalizing candidates from certain backgrounds, or that a medical diagnostic tool works equally well for all populations. It's an incredibly important and monumentally difficult job. Then you have AI product managers, who bridge the gap between the technical team and the business. They don't just manage features. They must deeply understand the capabilities and limitations of AI to decide what problems are worth solving and how to measure success in a world of probabilities, not certainties. And let's not forget the rise of the prompt engineer. These are the AI whisperers, specialists in crafting the perfect text prompts to coax the most accurate, creative, and useful responses from large language models. They are the masters of a new kind of human-machine communication. You also have AI consultants who go into old-fashioned companies and explain to a room full of confused executives not just what a large language model is, but how to build a multi-year strategy around it. The point is, the AI industry isn't just for coders. The point is, the AI industry isn't just one job. It's a whole sprawling ecosystem of interconnected careers, most of which didn't even exist a decade ago. It's a vibrant landscape populated by researchers pushing the boundaries of what's possible, QA testers trying to break the models in creative ways, and strategists planning the future. This isn't just another layer on top of the existing tech world. It's the new bedrock of the digital economy, a foundational technology that will underpin everything that comes next. And the most exciting part, it's all being built right now as we speak.